Play what? Yeah. Alright, here we are. 99 Dodge Dakota heater core removal after the dash removal. Had to take away all the plastic cowlings and whatnot, undo the different clips from up here. Got all the wiring off, it looks like. Got the bracket lowered. Time to remove that column, steering column. Fun, fun, fun. Been at it about, not quite an hour yet. Getting ready to take the steering column out. And I guess I'll come back when that's done. Back at you. Got the steering console out. Undone some bolts down in here. I don't know if I need to take that off or not, but I did. Took them both out there. We're getting some progress here. Some serious progress. Been at it about, started at 10, it's almost 12, 10 to 12, so I've been at it about 2 hours. Going pretty smoothly actually. Just lots and lots of unbolting. And slinging bolts where you don't know where they're going to be when you need them. But she's looking good. It's almost hammer time. Back at you in a minute. It's really getting crazy now. Really getting crazy. There's all kinds of stuff unhooked. I don't even want to think about it. Don't get no more scarier than this. Shit's a dangling. Huh? Look at that. Spooky, huh? Success! Huh? Look at that. Oogla boogla boogla. On clips removed. Good luck figuring that back out. What do you say?
This action right here is not all that smooth.
What does it mean?
That means when that thing sucks.
Alright, still working on getting this box out of here. This is the hard part, apparently. The dash wasn't that big a deal. Popped out pretty easily. Just a whole bunch of disconnecting. But having to evacuate the AC system. Had to move this out of the way. You can see the bolts down in there. Had to take that off. The screw back behind there I can't get to just yet. I have to pull this canister out of here. See these here? Once I evacuate the system, we got to pop this off. Got the heater hoses disconnected here. Had to take that off. And hopefully one little more screw back in there and the AC and that box will potentially come out. Maybe. If I'm lucky. I guess you saw the dash over here. All the way live. All the connectors I had to disconnect. Here and here. Here. All the fuse boxes, fuse stuff. Here. Another milestone. Got the box out. Huh? Look at that. Nothing but firewall. That one didn't have it. Let's see. One. Besides the air conditioner coming through there had to be taken apart, discharged. There's 1, 2, 3. Is that it? 3 bolts? 3 or 4. Wasn't too many. We'll look from the other side. course, had to remove the air conditioner. These little things right here have just little clips. This little deal here slips on, pushes it off. That's how that comes apart. Same thing here. There's a screw here, one. Screw way down over here. Two. Screw here. Three. Of course, there was a bracket mounted here that this thing mounts to. You can see right here this little screw mounted onto this little bracket. This little bracket thing here slid onto there like so. Basically, and that was mounted over here. So removed all that, removed the windshield washer thing, unplugged all kinds of stuff. Took the air cleaner off, moved this out of the way. There was a screw here. I think that was it. And then of course the heater hose and everything plugged in here. I had to remove this stuff out of the way. Man, we are getting there with it. And there she is, there's the culprit. Here's the culprit. If you look inside here, somewhere there it is. There's the heater coil down in there. So we gotta open her up here somehow. Screw here and here. We're gonna be a business. Back at you in a minute. Well, here's the air conditioner. Disconnected right there. Heater coil down here. See it puking? God, poo-pooed and TT'd and died. Alright, let me bust her open, we'll have another look. Where that little skinny piece of poo is right there. Look at it, been puking down in that box. I knew it. There she be, little skinny little wimpy thing. She's out of there. How about that? Alright, here we go. Look at the difference. Look at this thin little nasty looking thing. Thin and crappy. Look at that corrosion. There's leaking right there. Yeah. Leaking right there. There's the new ones. This works. Better. Anyway, we're gonna put her in and see what happens. Here it is, everything's down to the firewall. And here's the biatch all stabbed. Got the new heater core in there. She's ready to go back in. She's ready to rock and roll. It's, see, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.5 hours later, I'm finally putting it. Of course, I did all this back, and I did stop to eat lunch for about an hour. So about 5 hours disassembly, and hopefully we can get it all back together in about 2. Here we go. All right, day 2. About 10 hours into this, I think, or now about 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. Found a problem, putting it back together. Oh, let's see if you can see this. Right there is a gap. No way, no. I think, I mean, we tried everything. The dash is back tight, everything's good. Still got the gap. You can see where there was a residue, or some stuff was around there, like some foam. There's a whole bunch of deteriorated foam here on the ground, so I'm thinking it just kind of disintegrated and I didn't realize it. So I'm going to have to pull the dash back up again and fix that.
Okay.
Alright, here's a look at the, hold on. Here's a look at the dash pulled back at the problem. If you notice here, you get this foam to seal it when it touches. Here, it's missing. It fell apart and disintegrated. So I need something like this with the sticky side over here to glue here, which this would work, but I don't have enough of it, so I gotta get more. And see, it's supposed to wrap around there and seal it when it shuts, fill in the gap we saw. So pay attention to that, folks. This and this gotta be here, or else we no silly. So that's the next hurdle to cross. And then we can button it up and get it all going. Alright, had to do some MacGyvering. Took a little paint sponge and cut it up. It's actually a little bit used and glued it on there best I could. But she's fixed, ready to go back together. Time to get busy. Alright, let's see how I did. Look at that. Problem solved. There's the desired result. She's nice and sealed. Good enough for the girls I go with. Well, I'm finished. Ta-da! I got my little cap there. I got to figure out where that is, and my brake light switch I broke, so my brake lights are stuck on. Got to get a new brake light switch, I think. Oh, and I still got to recharge the air conditioner and flush the radiator. Other than that, bada bing, bada boom. I think I'm done. Had just a few little trim pieces left, screws left, not sure why. You can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trim screws, and that's how busted. I know where that goes on this little trim piece up here. No big deal. That's it. Not too many parts left over, huh? Alright. Inside's basically done. I guess I already said that. I checked the blowers and everything's all working right. Stereo, the doors, all the electrical's good. Working on flushing the radiator. What I did here is I went ahead and pulled the thermostat out. Of course, you can see I dropped it back down in there. Wherever it is. Right there. But I pulled that out and hooked this back in there without the thermostat. Ran water. Unhooked the hose here. Stuck water in here where water was going in. It flushed and puked all the nasty radiator fluid out that way. And now I'm waiting for my brother to bring me a new gasket. I'll pop the new gasket down in there, hook that back up, fill it full of antifreeze, and she's flushed. And then we just gotta recharge the AC system. It's ready to go. We got the Freon ready to go. You can see everything's back in order. Looks like I never touched it. It's almost a done deal.